Hello and welcome. How's it guy? Epic commentary special. Today I'm going to be talking kind of fast. This is going to be an introduction to the gameplay that you see in the background. This is a very good friend of mine, Kaimukiboy. I've been playing with him since I started playing Call of Duty actually around the COD 4, COD 5. You know, that in between kind of ordeal there. And he's always been the one guy on my friends list who could, you know, come into a lobby and just completely devastate people using, for example, the MP5K with rapid fire. Me personally, I find it very hard to use this thing. I mean, it's possible, but it's hard for the way I like to play. Now, you're gonna notice his perks here, or well, should have noticed. It's Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand, and then Marathon. I mean, just from those perks alone, you can tell what kind of player he is. He likes to run around. He knows he's going to survive for a very long time, and he likes to reload fast enough so that he can proceed to kill more people. Now, you're going to see throughout this entire video, he doesn't capture not a single flag. This is how it's always been. He's not the objective kind of guy. He'll basically just, you know, kill whore his way to the top. With that being said, he does a very, very excellent job at it. When me and him play together, typically our motto is he gets all the kills and I capture all the flags. That's basically how, you know, how we use lobbies, how we run them. If you take a notice from his gameplay, particularly right here, or maybe it's not right here, but he constantly jumps around like a fucking ADHD rabbit. That's the only way I can put it. He doesn't necessarily use a dolphin dive all that much. Not that I use it myself, you know, but look at him. There he goes, jumping. I notice he drop shots a lot. He'll use whatever kind of maneuver he can to minimize his death. You know, just from this gameplay alone, he probably did it, I think, 2 or 3 times so far. He just jumps and then drop shots or does whatever he needs to do so that he doesn't die, so that he can keep constantly pumping out the blackbirds and dogs. He's the kind of guy that needs UAVs or blackbirds to get kills. I mean, that's perfectly understandable. You're gonna notice that he chucks a shitload of nades. I watched his gameplay, and to my understanding, he does it just so he doesn't need to deal with them. He'd rather, like, if he can, he would rather not go up and up with them. As you saw, he just chucked those nades up there. Now he's gonna run up behind them. That's cool too. He actually doesn't get anybody, but that's what he wanted to do. If you notice his kill streaks thus far, he has UAV, blackbird, and then dogs. All 3 of those kill streaks allow him to find the enemy, and then if he eventually does get to dogs, which he normally does, he can, you know, call it in and continue to run around. Now, in my opinion, that's very cool, and I like that. I use those kill streaks personally myself, just because, you know, chopper gunners are boring nowadays. There he goes, drop shot all-star. Oh yeah. If you took a notice thus far, he hasn't really hung around a particular area. Like I myself, I like to hang around the B building, or like in the building he's in now, and just pick them up as they're trying to go to it, because no matter what, you know, if they want to win, they need to do that. But no, with him, he'll run around, try to get as many kills as he possibly can, doing it the most efficient way. His overall KD, if I'm not mistaken, is around 3.7, and his win-loss is someplace like 1.6 or so. With all that being said, he typically pumps out these kind of games every 2 or 3. So say we'll play like 5 games. Typically about 2 of them will be to this caliber. And it's ridiculous. Seriously, it is. It's a never-ending supply of blackbirds. thus far, we've almost held the trip cap. Well, we held it a very long time, and the main reason for that is while he's running around getting his dogs, calling in all this shit, I'm in the background capping all the flags. Because I know I can't compete with this guy and trying to kill whore. He's just too... He's been playing like this since, you know, COD 5, COD 4. Whereas me, I tried different play styles. I try to be, you know, Wings of Redemption All-Star, Pro-Star kid. And I changed it up, see what worked. In my opinion, this particular play style, basically you die too much. And I can't stand dying, so you won't see me doing this type of games all that often. However, I was thinking about doing maybe something like this where, you know, Kaimukiboy mode. There he goes again, drop shot. In my honest opinion, if he had more and maybe an extended mags, he could have easily picked both those guys up. Like I said before, he's not really staying at any one particular place. However, he is staying in the action a majority of the round. And I think this is due to the fact that he can very, very easily figure out the spawns. You know, that you can just learn that through playing the game. So he can predict the enemy in such a way that he can pick up the kills before anybody else. And I think that's what leads to so much of his success, you know. I don't know. I've seen him pump out bigger games than this, but he told me, put this one up. I'm not sure why. Like you can see there, look at that, all that movement. That's why he never got clipped. You know, obviously somebody was behind him, so whatever. But I like this. He picks up lots of deaths. You know, I mean, he tries to go head on into the enemy. I myself, I try not to do that because you know, like I hate dying. I get so pissed. But when he's pumping out games like this, you know, you can't really talk shit to him. You know what I mean? He's a good player. Me and him been playing for a long time, like I said. He does. Me and him used to 1v1 all the time. He went to my school at one point. We go pretty far back. Anyways, if you guys would like to see more of his gameplay, more of mine, you can go ahead and subscribe. You don't need to. I'm not telling you to. Love you long time. I'd like to thank you personally for checking out my video. Bye-bye. 61 and 5. What a beast.